And hi, everyone, and welcome. Thanks for spending your time with us today. We will talk about something most fintech teams deal with: support overload and fee confusion. We'll show you how Salesforce Agentforce can help reduce repetitive support work, improve fee transparency, and build customer trust without compromising security or compliance. It will be practical and demo focused. But first, quick intros. And Tim, you are first.
Thanks, Yulia. Hi, guys. I'm Uliana, Head of Account Management here at PeakLogic. And over the past year, I've spoken with dozens of fintech leaders, COOs, heads of support, product owners, and the pattern is always the same. We are scaling, but support is scaling even faster. We are adding customers, but we are also adding tickets. And our customers don't understand the fees, and our agents are exhausted explaining them. So today isn't theory. This session is built around real fintech challenges, the ones we hear about every single week.
Hey folks, I'm Alex, a source developer at PickLogic. I design and build different Agentforce solutions inside Salesforce. And today I will walk you through two real Agentforce use cases, built the way we implement it inside real production environments. So today we'll see how AI can help your agents handle repetitive inquiries, explain fees clearly, escalate only when it is necessary, and of course, everything inside a real Salesforce environment.
Yeah, thank you, Tim. And I'm Yulia, project manager at PickLogic. I lead implementation from discovery to going live. So I will be looking at this from a delivery perspective. And before we move on, uh, let's check in. Let's understand who is in the room. Please drop a number in the chat. Like, what's your biggest fintech headache right now? If you are here because of repetitive support questions, please type 1. If fee confusion is close to you, type 2. If slow response times is about you, type 3. And if you're just learning and exploring, type 4. We are watching the chat, and actually this helps us focus on what matters most to you.
Thanks, Yulia. Okay, guys, I don't see any numbers. Do you? I believe people are still joining us. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. Anyone? Okay, we'll keep watching the chat. And Yulia, passing to you now.
By the way, if something specific, again, is bothering your team right now, again, feel free to write it in the chat. We will try to cover everything today. If you have some questions or some topics to discuss, it can be very helpful. We see some comments, 4 and 2, learning, exploring, and fee confusion. Nice, nice, thank you.
Oh, wow, Christoph, Maria. Yeah, just learning and exploring, right? Thank you. Hi, Victor. Also exploring, right? Cool. Thank you guys for staying active. So let me ask you a question here. What do fintech customers really expect? Instant answers, accurate real-time data, zero ambiguity around their money. Because when money is involved, almost correct isn't good enough. Now, here is the issue. Most generic chatbots weren't built for regulated environments. They hallucinate, they give vague responses, they ignore permission layers, and they can't clearly explain financial logic tied to live data. In fintech, that's risky. So that's where Agentforce is different. It's secure, permission-aware AI built natively inside Salesforce. So you're not giving up control, you're adding intelligent automation within your existing governance framework.
Yeah, and from delivery standpoint, that matters because like in fintech, mistakes are expensive. So actually, let's see this in action. And Alex, can you give us a little context and show how Agentforce actually works and handles this?
Yeah, definitely. So what you see in the diagram, it's how our use case works, and also it's like how almost everything inside Salesforce related to Agentforce works because in most use cases in real life, Agentforce is just like kind of connector between your live chat and the Salesforce organization. But you need to understand it's not just like query, get it, and show it to user. It's AI which is trained based on instructions using knowledge bases and any additional files which you share with it. So it's not only getting data from your Salesforce organization; it's analyzing it and giving user only what it is necessary for it.
Thank you. Um, and like I believe now it's a little bit easier to understand how it works. And before we are moving on to the first demo, quick context. Actually, when we talk to fintech support teams, we hear the same things over and over. Like most tickets are repetitive, transaction status, limits, phrases like, why is it pending? Did my payment go through? And these questions matters to customers, but for the team, it's the same like workload over and over. And because it's about money, people expect fast, clear answers, and delays cost trust. So, what we will show you today isn't just automation. It is letting AI handle those predictable questions within clear permission boundaries so your team can focus on the cases that actually need them. And now Alex will show us our first demo. And again, I'm just reminding you to drop questions anytime in the chat, and we will return back to them when we have time for that. And Alex, the floor is yours.
Thanks. So let's start from basic. We have default Salesforce environment with object structure for transactions. You see the information inside of it, like transaction ID, status, amount, and so on. But I want to understand you that it's not only works with that kind of object structure. It can work with anything else which is already built in your organization, or maybe trying to build it right now. So now let's move to our real website with added Agentforce to it. So we have a live chat with our Agentforce. Now let's go ahead and ask a few questions. So let's start from where is my transaction? Agentforce is trying to get the transaction from Salesforce, but because we didn't provide anything like specific to which user it should be or something, we need to share with Agentforce our email. Give it a second to load data, find out all transactions which are related to our account and contact, and form up a list. So what we see information about different merchants, different prices, different statuses, and let's say that we want to create a case for a specific transaction for, and because it was created or charged by mistake. In that time, Agentforce analyzing your request, creating a case in the background, as you see right now, case was created, and it's just like analyzing your message and understands that it's not really urgent or something like that. It's just something that can wait, and real agent can go to it when it will be necessary. But let's say that we need to do it right now. So let's ask him to connect us to agent. After that, Agentforce searching for available agent in the omnichannel. Yeah, so we see we have a new messaging session. Let's click on it and see what we have. So first of all, we have all the history of the conversation as it like from live chat, but also we have a little more information about like which contact it was. This is information, full information, mail, phone, etc. But most interesting is that Agentforce creates a case for that request, so your agents don't need to do it, and it not just creates a case with just status new and subject something, but it creates a case based on your conversation. So subject is populated and same for description. You see that Agentforce takes the transaction ID, write down amount, status, etc., and write down the reason why it should be canceled. So yeah, that's it for first demo.
Thank you, Alex. That was really insightful. But I have a quick question from a delivery perspective. How does Agentforce decide when to escalate? Is that rule based, AI based, or configurable?
Basically, Agentforce is like a model which follows different rules, but also it's stuck inside the Salesforce environment. So it will not be just simple AI or just rule based. It will be a combination of both. It will analyze what is necessary in that moment. Is there any capacity for that situation? And it will redirect the user or just stay in the queue or something like that. So it's just a hybrid of both.
Mhm. Thank you.
And from a business side, what about like sensitive financial data? How does Agentforce ensure customers only see what they are allowed to see?
Agentforce is protecting data inside Salesforce by really simple way. It just follows native Salesforce security model. So whatever user should have access to, it will also share with Agentforce. So if your user don't have like full access to the organization, user will not see everything. But definitely, yeah. So just standard Salesforce security model. It's the answer.
So I cannot use, for example, your email and find some information.
Yeah, definitely you cannot, and like agent false will prevent you to do that if we are not in the same account, let's say so, or we are not sharing the same permissions or kind of like that. So yeah, it will not give you access to my data, and it will not give me access to your data.
Thank you.
All right. Before we move on, we would love to hear from you guys. So, do you have any questions about the first use case, like technical, operational, compliance, anything that's on your mind? Please drop them in the chat. Any questions? I believe no. Okay.
We will have time also at the end of our session, and we will return back to questions if there are some.
Definitely. So far we talked about support. Now let's talk about something even more sensitive, money. Because efficiency is great, but fee transparency, that's trust. In fintech, customers don't usually leave because they are charged a fee, right? They leave because they don't understand it. So when your support team explains the same pricing logic again and again, it's expensive and it doesn't scale. So this next use case is about clarity. How Agentforce explains pricing tiers, transaction fees, and subscription logic clearly and based on real account data. This isn't just a static FAQ bot, it's smart logic that understands each customer's plan. So, Alex, let's see it in action.
Yeah, thanks. So again, let's start from the basic. We have Salesforce environment, same one, but for that one we will use different object structures such as subscription fee and fee rules, and you like can see again the fields. But it's necessary again to understand that it's not only that set of objects that will work, but any other. So let's move again to our agent force web chat. And let's start from some generic questions again. Uh, why I was charged an average fee? And most of the time, it is kind of known question. And Agent Force analyzing that question and finding it up inside the knowledge base of your organization. That there is some topic about it, it's gathering the information and sending it to the user. So we receive the response about that. But now let's ask more about more deep questions, more specific one. What plan we are using? And as in previous example, agent force don't understand who we are, so we need to share our email because it's a new chat. That's the reason why it happens. And we see the reasons, the response that we are on premium plan. We see our features. We see information about our fund and so on. But now let's ask about what plan we can switch to, and what happens in the backend. Agentforce is gathering the information provided by your site, gathering the information inside it knowledge base and instructions, and forming up a response that we can join, or rather, a starter plan or a growth plan. It didn't mention our already existed premium plan because we cannot switch from already existed plan to that one. And yeah, so like it's not only sending a response for that answer, but it's analyzing previous conversation, and based on it, forms the response also. And the last question, let's ask about a fixed fee, because if you remember, a fixed fee is part of our plan, and it forms up a response that, yeah, really, it is inside our premium plan, and the information why it happens and so on. But yeah, so it's not only like question response. It's more about question after that, analyzing and after that response from the agent for side. So yeah, that's it for second demo.
Thank you. I like how AI explains financial logic clearly and based on real account data. And I have a quick question. How customizable is the explanation layer? Like, can fintech companies control tone, level of detail, or regulatory language?
Yeah, definitely. It is possible to configure via native Salesforce instruction inside the Agentforce. You can configure it in different ways to be more stubborn, or do not talk about money with the customer directly or anything else. So yeah, it's pretty easy to configure it. It'll just require some time and testing.
Thank you.
Alex, we often hear this from fintech leaders. If we let AI explain fees, what if it says something slightly wrong? I mean, how do we ensure explanation logic stays aligned with official pricing policy?
Yeah, I see. And for that one, you will need to share with Agentforce your pricing policy. And the most hard part will be definitely just training process, because it is not it is you need to do more than just share the data with it. You need to train it a little, and after that, like, is tuning process with some testing. You will see when it will be up to your level that is necessary. So you just need to have some training for Agentforce to make it happen.
Mhm. Thank you.
Thank you. And actually, before we wrap up, our dear audience, now it's your turn. If you have some questions about pricing logic, compliance, customization, drop them in the chat. We will take them live, and we will take them now. And I see that we have some already. Let's jump to our questions. I will take first one. And thank you for your questions, by the way. And let's start. What are the actions that determine compliance?
So I guess it will depend based on agent which you're using, because inside Salesforce, Agentforce follows, like as I said, standard security model, but it also follows agent access. So if it's like, if agent has access to create a case or edit it or something like that, Agentforce will do it. But if agent is not allowed to delete cases or edit them or something like that, in that case, Agentforce will also be prevented from that, because they share the same security model as agent also. So I hope that answers your question.
Okay, we have one more. I think it's clarifying one. Do enterprise compliance departments accept results from the Agentforce test center, or does it need to go through more enterprise standard testing protocols?
Usually, no. Enterprise compliance teams would treat Agentforce testing center as important input, but not the only sign of artifact. So I guess mostly no. You will be okay to just use default Salesforce training Agentforce test center. So you can like have a sandbox based manual and automated testing, and after that move to the production and or UAT or anything else where it will be suitable for you. So yeah, I guess mostly no. You don't need some extra stuff.
Thank you, Alex.
One more. What if you ask about recommendations to get overage fees waived?
Can you repeat it again? What if you? I didn't see it in chat.
Yeah, sure. What if you ask about recommendation to get overage fees waived? I believe it's I'm trying to understand.
Recommendation to get overage feed. I guess like it was a question about like when I was sharing the screen and doing the demo. Yeah, I guess it's out of our use case scenario, but I can just check it right now and tell you what will happen in the backend. I sent it a message about like recommendation to get overage fees waived, and it depends. Like the response of the Agentforce will really depend of your configurations, because if you will define it that it will it can get through the overage fees, find up the recommendations, form up and send it as a list or something like that. It will do it. But in our example, we didn't set up it in that way. We set up it to follow only like strict rules to be more secure and to not follow up any. Sometimes inside AI you can just form up a question in that way that it will like get out of the box and find something that it should not be found. So we in that scenario, in our use cases, we try to make it really strict and follow the more secure way as possible. I guess that answers your question.
I think we have one more question, but it was answered in the chat. Right. Yuta, do we have any questions we get from FinTech clients that we can cover?
Actually, yes. And guys, you still can type some questions. Like I have some saved for Alex from my side as well. I will ask them now. But if you have still some questions, please write them. Alex, could you tell us how long does it realistically take to implement Agentforce in FinTech environment?
Basically, if it's like something small without tricky questions or any like additional configure layer or anything else, or even like without data outside of Salesforce, as asked in chat, in that case, it will be really, really fast, like 2-3 weeks, and it should be okay.
And that you showed us today?
That one will be a little longer because, as I said, like we try to have a strict rules for Salesforce Agentforce, and like we had a lot of testing processes also. So for that one, I guess it will be 4 weeks or something.
Nice, thank you. And can we start small, for example, only with transaction inquiries, like before scaling?
Yeah, definitely. It will be even better because always starting from something small is the best option in Salesforce. You can see how Agentforce works really. You can understand it more, and maybe you will see some use cases which you didn't see before. So starting from the small one, and after that have an option to scale, it's even better than just having like everything on the plate and build everything in one go.
Thank you.
Alex, I wonder from a cost perspective, how does scalability work as request volume grows?
It will depend like what volume will grow, because if it's just a data inside Salesforce, in that case, it really doesn't matter because Salesforce is always something big and has like huge database. So Agentforce is okay to work with huge amount of data. But if you are talking more about like users growth, In that case, it will be tricky because it can affect your cost based on your plan and different stuff. But yeah, it will just depend on how many users will use Agentforce in the time or something. So yeah, like that.
Got you. Thanks, Alex. Thank you. So, guys, on this slide, you'll find all our contact details, email, LinkedIn, our website. And if any of today's use cases resonated with your current challenges, we would love to hear from you. We are happy to offer a custom demo built around your specific use case. And let's explore what this could look like in your Salesforce environment.
Thanks for being such an engaged audience, guys. It makes demo way more fun on our side.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate your time and attention. And we will see you at our next webinars.
See you. Take care.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Care, bye.